Hey my fellow classmate, thank you so much for clicking this video. I am Matthew Msingati from South Africa. I am that guy whose language has got the clicking sound. Okay, so I'm Matthew Msingati from South Africa. Let's just jump straight to business. In the previous video I showed you how to copy a database structure as it is and copy it to a new database. This is the file that we've downloaded and we've exported it and we've imported it. Now what I'm going to do in this database coded design, I'm going to delete this table. Okay, I'm going to delete this table and I'm going to create a new one so that I can show you also not only how to copy this structure to this one, but how do you start from scratch. Okay, in terms of deleting a table, I think we have to drop it. So as you can see, if you right click here, you won't see something that says delete. So we just need to make sure that we are here in this table, and then operations. Okay, also guys, something, the one thing that you must take note of, I don't know a lot of things by heart. Sometimes I just figure things as I go, so maybe I don't want you to feel like maybe it looks like I know everything, or some other things I've seen it somewhere from a channel long time ago, so my mind has an idea of maybe how to go about. So that's why I want to encourage you, keep watching those YouTube videos, keep watching those tutorials. You are learning even if you are not aware of it. So what we want to do here, we want to empty the table. We don't want that, we want to drop the table. Okay, okay, we want to drop the table users. Let's see, after that, as you can see, coded design underscore student doesn't have a table. Okay, let's just wait for this to finish. Also, I'm interested in hearing from you what you think about this series. Is it helpful? Is it helping you to understand the web design, development, technology, and also back end and front end? Please, if you've got time, just shoot a comment below. And also, I will appreciate if you can subscribe or go to my channel and look for other playlist that that can help you to learn. I've got OOP, conceptual OOP, I've got PHP, real life application. I've got a lot of cool stuff there. Now, as you can see, we are here in this database. Let's create a table. Okay, let's create a table called users. Okay, this table called users is going to have how many columns? I think it's supposed to be only 3. The first one is for some sort of a primary key, the second one is a username, and the third one is the password. In case we've missed that, obviously we can always come back and change things. It's not like it's touch as move. It's like you can't reverse it. We're not cooking food here, because once the food is cooked you can't uncook it, so at least we're not in the kitchen. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm supposed to have opened this database so that I can copy the structure from there. Open in a new link tab. Let me open it in a new link tab so that I can copy the structure as it is. I know that here it's a username, and I know maybe here it's password, but there are many ways of writing things. Sometimes we put capital letters, sometimes we don't put capital letters. So I need to open this and copy the structure as it is. So that means let's just be patient a little bit. And also what I'm going to do, I can just, if I can just copy and paste things here. Let's see if I click on structure. Okay, this is table ID. I can copy table ID as it is. As you can see, this key means it's a primary key. I will do a separate video where I'm explaining the primary keys and other things, and obviously maybe that one won't be even a screen record. It will be some sort of using a camera recording me while drawing things down with a pen and paper. I think it will work that way. So let's copy this table ID, go back here, and then we say this is going to be our table ID. As you can see, there is a space there. Let's delete that space. Now I'm happy with my table ID. Okay, the table ID is going to be an integer. These are data types. The table ID is going to be an integer. The length, how long it can be, let's just say 50 for now. This 50 means that it's going to be something like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, so forth and so forth, up to 50. So this can be this long, like it can be like 50 numbers. It's not counting from 1 to 50, but it's the amount of letters, I believe. Okay, and then from there, this interface, it's a bit challenging sometimes. Also, it gets to me. For instance, as you can see, I want to scroll like to the right, but my mind is telling me that this scroll bar, it's supposed to be somewhere here in the end. I don't know why. Let me just delete this. You see, so this interface, I'm not sure, maybe it's me, but sometimes it challenges me also. So we've got a table ID, a column table ID. It's going to be an integer. That means it's going to count from 1 2 3 4, and then from then it's supposed to be an auto increment. That means it must automatically increase as soon as we add a user here. So that means we don't have to create a code that will update it. So how do we set that? Let's go here. We leave all these things blank, and then we say this is going to be an index. When we are saying it's going to be an index, it means it's going to be a primary key. Guys, I've hit another disturbance again. Seemingly there might be an excessive noise in my background. I'm sorry for that. Let's just pause this video here, and then we will continue when the time comes. Okay, so basically what I was going to do here, I was going to say this is going to be an index. Index means primary key. Okay, I will explain what is a primary key. You click OK, and then you make sure you click auto increment. This AI means auto increment. As soon as you save the username and the password, this will be incremented automatically. Okay, I think obviously I'm not experiencing much noise. Let me quickly capitalize on that to quickly finish this one. Okay, and then we already got a username. Copy it. Let's be fast, guys, before we run into a problem. And then let's copy the password. Okay, it looks like the disturbance is vanishing. So please, if you hear some background noise, it's those ones. It's the one that I can't control. And also my priority now is to make sure that I finish this video and give you valuable information. So please be patient if you hear some funny noises. The major disturbance that I was talking about, thank God it's gone. It's gone. We are lucky. Let's continue. Okay, okay, that means we've done setting this one up. This one is going to be a varchar, which is variable character. Don't choose a text for now. For me, I think text, you can choose it for messages, like for instance, tell me more about you. If a form has that, maybe you can choose text, but here let's choose varchar. But variable characters, it means just is alphabet. Okay, let's just say 20 here. Obviously, as you can see here, it's the weekend. We are having some fun time. Please be patient. I'm just going to finish this video and then we are done. So we are done setting this one. In terms of this one, we don't have to set a lot of things. In terms of the password, let's for now make it variable character and click 20, and that's it. Guys, let's quickly save this before the noise on my background annoys you. Okay, let's click save. Now we have created a database, and then what we're gonna do, we want to put something on it. This database is empty at the moment, so let's test if our front end also confirms that. So if this database is empty, it means that we are not supposed to connect to the front end because we cannot authenticate. So let's quickly test that. The reason why I'm doing this, I'm supposed to be logged out. What might be the reason? Okay, so the reason why I'm doing that, I like to test things. With programming, a lot can go wrong. A lot can go wrong. You might think you are continuing with things, and then to realize later that you've got things wrong. The old password was South, capital letter A, Africa, and that's it. Let's log in and see. Boom, we cannot log in. Why? Because the database is empty. Okay, so as you can see, we've got an empty database here. So if you want to insert something here in the database without the code, you just go to insert, and then from there, obviously this one, remember I said it's an auto increment. That means we don't need to consider it. Let's take the username. Let's say I'm not, what can you say, John. Let's say John, and the password is 900706. This is more like my date of birth. I was born in 1990-07-06. Let's click go. Voila, everything has been done and it's perfect. Let's look at the structure of our table. Inserted one row. As you can see, where is the table ID? How do I see? Let's click browse so that we can see the content of our table. Okay, what is the table ID? It's number 1. Why table ID is number 1? Because it's auto increment, so this will always be automatic. So let's go back to the back end and log in. It's John 900706. Boom. Delete Matthew, so we no longer need Matthew. John, and the password, it's 900706. That is it. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, we are logged in. Guys, I hope this is helping you to connect the dots. You are starting to see everything. Let me just, before I wrap this video, let me just give you some few tips and other things on how other companies are doing it. Now that you can see that we've got the 3-layered architecture, we've got the back end, we've got the database, the SQL database. Okay, let me just click here. We've got the database. It's a layer on its own. It has got its own rules. The language for communicating with this layer, it's SQL, structured query language. This is SQL, this is the backend. And then we've got the business logic. This is the business logic. And then we've got the front end. This is the front end. 3 layers. In web development, what other like big companies are doing, like WhatsApp and YouTube and other companies, they have got these layers on different domain. It's highly possible that you can have your database not on coded design. You can have your database on a domain that is, let's say, Microsoft databases dot, let's say Microsoft was based in South Africa .co.za. So you will find out that we will save our database here. The reason is this domain has got a big space, like whatever space, and then it's efficient and it's fast and it's dedicated only for databases. So this is where we put our database, and also for security reason. So we are trying to make sure that not everything is in one domain. So it's possible to have the database on a different domain. However, it's also possible to have the front end on a different domain, frontend.co.za. Then we will put all our HTML things and front end JavaScript here. And then the business logic, we can even go further and put it on a different domain. Do you see how the web architecture has been arranged? Like you can chop and change, partition things. Mainly the reason why companies are doing this, first of all, it's for what can I say, for resources. First of all, maybe let's say we've got a server in China, so meaning that we've got more resources in China, we can use that domain as for databases. And secondly, for security, meaning that when you are hacking the front end, you can only see the front end. No matter how strong you are in hacking, you won't see the back end, because the back end is sitting somewhere in United States in a server somewhere. Guys, that is it for me. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer. If you feel like this video has added value into your overall understanding of database, front end and back end and business logic, please do me a favor. I need that favor. Just click that subscribe button. If you've got a friend that is interested also in similar things, please make sure that you just share the video so that somebody else can also view the channel and support the channel. That is it for me. See you on the next one. I'm happy that the major disturbance wasn't a major disturbance. It's the weekend, people are having fun, sometimes they make noise, and also to me it's the weekend. I'm also having fun coding tutorials for you. See you on the next one.